Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. We're combining two things today, Familiars and Tron. This takes sort of the base from Raptor 56's Brainstorm Tron deck and the base from Sunscape Familiar, of course. And we're going to combine it with Lorien Revealed, add some network terminals, so we've got 7 artifacts, and play the Moment's Peace package. Combining with our network terminal is pretty good. And we are going to be trying to make infinite mana and then Rolling Thunder our opponent into the ground. So with 2 Familiars in play and Energy Refractor, you can Ghostly Flicker a tower and make infinite mana. It's pretty wonky, but it's kind of entertaining. Tron is very, very, very slow. I tried to control Tron League and I almost passed out from fighting the clock. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. If you want sideboard guides for the decks I like to play, that's all on patreon.com/kalikaiz, and you can get early access to videos on YouTube. If you want to let me know what you thought about the deck in the comments, that'd be appreciated. And also if you like and subscribe, and check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. I'm a little bit brain frazzled from trying Tron before, but I want to try this fancy, fun version, so I'll see you in the matches. All right, friends, we're here on the play in round 1. We have a good hand. Let's keep this. We have Seagate on green. I like to start off with that, pass the turn. Then we have Impulse. We can also play Seagate on, I guess, a second Seagate on green, so we have a counterspell. Our opponent goes Brainstorm turn 1. So they're probably on a Terror deck. Second crop rotation. Let's play this on green. Just go ahead and crop here and grab our Mine. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Island and the Modern Age. Whoa, what's happening? Discard Sneaky Snacker. Let's Impulse. I'm looking for an artifact now. Found Network Terminal. Play the land. Pass the turn. Let's see if they tap out again. Discard Suffocating Fumes. They're brainstorming to bring back the Snacker. Alright, Snacker's back. They have 2 mana. We find Energy Refractor. Let's try casting the Refractor. They're going to Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. That certainly sucks. Let's just crop here while we have the time. Grab the power plant. I did not expect fairies. I guess I should have expected fairies with the Suffocating Fumes there. They go Vector. The Vector Glider flips. They get in for 3. Plays a Preordain. Please resolve, Network Terminal. They resolved. I'll hardcast a Muldrifter. Muldrifter does not resolve. They get in for 5. I'm at 12. Plays Augur of Bolas. Finding a Snap. This is like a mono blue version. Play another Network Terminal. I want to Impulse for a land and then Pulse of Marasa. Blue, Impulse. We go Dispel. Okay, I'm going to Pulse of Marasa the Muldrifter. Pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell in hand. I get in, that's 8 damage. We go to 6 damage, go to 12. Okay. Counterspell kind of hard to cast here. Try Muldrifter. For real? That sucks. Okay. All Teachings. Let's grab a Teachings. They've got a Bajuka Bog for my Muldrifter Pulse. That sucks as well. Things are not going very well here. They get in for a large amount again. So we have 1 more turn. All I have left in the deck is Weather the Storm to not die. They snap back the Vector Glider. That's weird. Playing the Vector Glider. Discards the Snacker. Okay. See what happens. Attacking for 4. Alright. I'll cast Teachings. Try to play Impulse. They have another Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, we find Rolling Thunder is okay, but they have none of this is good. I guess I take the Rolling Thunder. I don't like it. I don't like any of this. Take the Island. Just got kind of hosed by not knowing what they were doing. Alright, I concede. The Gooseberry Girls. I will bring in the Pyros. Cutting the Counterspell and the Moment's Pieces. And I'll submit. Okay, on the play versus fairies. I'll keep it. It's a weird hand. Land, pass the turn. Island for the opponent. Cycles for the dual land right away. Play the land, pass the turn. So they probably play the dual land, and then we have to not get Spell Pierce or annulled on the terminal. They go Island. They're going to cast a Modern Age. So Network Terminal is going to resolve. Discards a Deep Analysis, which is pretty good value. I'll go Terminal. Depending on what they do, I might want an untapped land. Probably do want an untapped land. Then I can just hardcast the Muldrifter. Discards a Swamp, plays the Contaminate Aquifer. I'll cycle, grabbing an island. Try a Drifter. Maybe I could have gone Evoke Drifter if they have Counterspell. Ugh, yeah, that would have been a better play. I think I need some experience playing this deck before I can actually like play it successfully. I have Spell Bomb, so I needed Ancient Grudge here. Try Impulse. Another Terminal or a Lorien Revealed. I'll take the other Impulse. Land. Impulse again. So now I have Pyro. I cycle a Lorien Revealed. Grabbing Contaminated Aquifer. Plays a land. 2 mana. Augur Bolus. Okay. Gets in for 2. I'll cast a Muldrifter. That just resolves. That's nice. Find a Mine. They play a land. They get in for 2 again. And I feel like they have... what do they have? 4 mana for Murmuring Mystic? Okay. I don't like that very much, but I'm gonna let it happen. Let's play the Mnemonic Wall, trying to get back the Lorien Revealed. They have to crack the Nile Spellbomb. Okay. And then I can Pyroblast the Mystic. Blast it. Cycle for an island. Play the island. And then get back to Pyroblast. Okay. Now I should just attack. Next turn I have a Muldrifter. Maybe I should just Mnemonic Wall first. We have 3 colored sources and a lot of mana. They play a land. Hardcast Lorien Revealed here, it looks like. Okay. So I probably want a Muldrifter first and then Wall for the Lorien. It's in for 2. Okay, I'm at 14. Feeling alright about this. There's a Refractor. Let's play that out. Okay. Now things are pretty solid. Play the Muldrifter. Play a Network Terminal. Let's now Wall for the Lorien Revealed. And then I guess I attack. Okay. I'm in charge. I have more creatures than you. Opponent goes Brainstorm. Nile Spellbomb. Plays Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay. I'm not sure how good that is for them. Let's Pyroblast. Blast the Vector Glider. Spell Stutter. I'll just Teachings. Get another Pyroblast. Pyroblast the Spell Stutter. Then we'll get in. Now I'm the Monarch. I'll make blue. And then cast the Lorien Revealed. We have a Breath Weapon and an Impulse. Play the Volatile Fjord. Let's go blue. Cast Impulse. Grab this Crop Rotation. Green. Crop away an island. Grabbing the last tower. Now I don't want to crop away the colored sources because they're pretty useful. Blue. Impulse again. I'll take the... Sort of want to take the Familiar. I'm pretty close to having infinite mana. I'll take the Familiar. Sort of almost forgot that I was playing Familiars. Rolling Thunder. Yes! Just dome you. They snap back the Augur of Bolus. That's weird. Plays a land. Cracking the Nile Spellbomb. Plays Augur. Okay. Finds nothing. That's unfortunate. Yep. Goes Preordain. Top bottom. They're getting in, so we will just block. I'll take the Monarch, please. Play mine. Time to attack. I'll make white. Play Sunscape Familiar. I think I really want to try to Rolling Thunder them, but I feel like they might have a counterspell. I've used 1 so far. I'm going to just tap this Refractor. Discard this Crop. We draw for the Monarchy, we draw a Pyroblast. So now I can maybe protect the Rolling Thunder. I think I can just shove my Familiar in front. Okay, Familiar dies. They play Seething Landscape, they've got 4 cards in hand. Alright, my turn. Teachings. Okay, so let's attack. And then I will attempt to 4 you. Take 4. The counterspell. We have a Pyroblast, and we win. Sweet. Just Tron things. Do I want to be playing Prohibit or their Monarch? If so, do I want to maybe I just bring in a Prohibit over a Familiar? Okay, post board. On the draw. Well, we have Network Terminal for the Pyroblast, but it's not awesome. We do have Bajuka Bog. Okay, crop rotation's good. So let's see what we draw. Maybe they discard their Sneaky Stacker and I can just get rid of it. They find an island off a Lorien Revealed. We have another Network Terminal. We'll just bog you and pass. They Brainstorm on end step. Plays a Swamp and a Snacker. Wonder why they just hardcast it. Play this. Go ahead and try to get the Lorien Revealed. I mean the Network Terminal into play. They brought in Annuls. Okay. Unfortunate. See if they have the Monarch. If they have a Kiva Gang, I'm pretty dead. No. Well, that probably kills me. So I have to get rid of Flicker and maybe Pyroblast. My best case scenario is that I draw Tron Land, Crop, Network Terminal. Okay. I guess it worked the way that I wanted it to. Crop here. Get the power plant. We play the Network Terminal. And then we go for Breath Weapon to kill your Kiva Gang. And pass. And hopefully this Lorien Revealed can dig us out of this hole. I almost died, and I luckily drew exactly what I needed. They play a land. Murmuring Mystic. I want to Pyroblast that, but I also want to draw 3 cards right now. Draw 3. Now we can cave and Pyro this. Is that worth it? Maybe not. Maybe I should hold on to the cave. Because they have Sneaky Snacker and 2 unknowns right now. Modern Age, they can discard the Sneaky Snacker. I will attempt to Pyro. Bonk. Okay, that resolved. They didn't have an instant or sorcery. They're just going to cast a Snacker. I need to draw action though. So Muldrifter or Lorien or Wall, Ulsa Marasa doesn't get me anywhere. Play Island and pass. When it gets in for 3 again. We're still trying to draw Muldrifter. We have a Pyro. I'm passing so that I can Pyroblast something big, like a Lorien Revealed from them. We go to 10. Yord doesn't help. Okay. They play a land. We go to 7. Let's play the Impulse. I'll Pyroblast your thing. Teachings. We have Rolling Thunder, Sunscape Familiar, Weather Storm, Teachings. What does Teachings do? I think I take the Teachings. And then go to your turn. Again, Teachings for an Impulse. Teachings, Impulse. Pyroblast still available. We're going to go to 4. They play another land. Can we get there? Teachings. Take the Impulse. Pass the Impulse. The Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Pass the Mnemonic Wall. Get back Pyroblast or Flicker. Pyro. They go for a cast down. I'm going to Ephemerate the Wall. Get back Breath Weapon. Let's try Breath Weapon. Okay. Agony Warp. We're going to go red and Pyroblast. You have the Spell Setter. Okay, they make a bird. Block. I'll Ephemerate the Wall. It's good that they didn't have a black removal spell there. It was a blue removal spell. Muldrifter. Yay. We'll evoke the Drifter. And then Ephemerate it. Okay, we drew some stuff. Play a Terminal. I'll play the Sunscape Familiar out. And then I suppose I can just grab an island. Let's just pass, I guess. We have the blocks. We go snap on the Muldrifter. I will attempt to Pyro. And we win. That was strange, but we won, so I'll take it. Alright, we're here in round 2. Let's keep. Reverse Wiz 98. Did I just play them? Play them in a recent video. Maybe this was the previous league. They were playing Mono Blue Fairies. So let's see if that's, yep, that's still their plan. Mono Blue Fairies over here. So Breath Weapon can be pretty good. Not sure if we'll be able to resolve the Energy Refractor. They go Fairy Seer turn 1. Certainly isn't great being on the draw. And our Moments pieces are pretty much just to stop ninjas. Play the mine, pass the turn. Our opponent plays an island. Let's see if they hold up Spellstutter Sprite. They're going to instead ninja. So they draw a card off the Moon Circuit Hacker. They can play the Fairy Seer post board. Okay. Drawing a tower would be optimal. Let's play Refractor. We draw Ephemerate, not very good. So in 2 turns, we can Breath Weapon. I mean, I'd like to get the Network Terminal down so I can do multiple things. They cast Of One Mind, holding up 2 mana. 5 cards in hand. And I have a lot of Pyro's sideboard. We're able to beat blue-black fairies in round 1, but it's going to be harder to beat mono-blue fairies. They discard a land, so they maybe are flooded. We're just going to pray that this terminal resolves, basically. They can't spell stutter it, so they have to have Spell Pierce in hand. Okay, resolves. We have to just pass, though. They flash in Brinebearer Intruder, which doesn't really do anything. So we're looking for a moment when they're holding up just Spell Stutter, and we Impulse, and then that lets me cast the Breath Weapon. They're getting in for 4. So they get to loot with the Hacker again. They discard a Snare Master Sprite. Plays an island. I'll play island. Pass the turn. So maybe they're on double Spell Stutter. They take their turn. Plays Fairy Seer. Okay. I'm feeling like they're going to have a counter for the Breath Weapon. They go to attacks. Just going to Impulse right now. We'll take the Drifter. Okay, so now we can yield until the next end step. Try to play the Breath Weapon, which may not resolve. Or we could just go Impulse again. They discard a Snap. Currently at 7 life. Okay. I'm just going to cast another Impulse. See if they want to Spell Stutter. Okay, so they did not. Rolling Thunder could do some work here. I'll take the Rolling Thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need a... Okay, we have Crop Rotation. I'll try to evoke a Drifter. So far that resolved. We draw a Crop Rotation. Okay. So if I Ephemerate, they probably just Spell Stutter here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have another Mole Drifter lined up. So let's play out the Mine, passing the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They Of One Mind. Attacking in for 5. Okay. We'll go to 2. They get to loot. Discard Spell Stutter. So they must have a land here. We'll try the Breath Weapon. Flashes in the Spell Stutter for the Breath Weapon. Pretty expected. We'll go land. Tap for green. Crop this. Dispel would hose me pretty bad. So we get the tower. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I just evoke the Mole Drifter. Draw 2 cards. We're going to now Ephemerate the Mole Drifter. I do have Counterspell. Make blue. Oops. Make blue here. Make blue here. We have Counterspell for the Dispel. Ephemerate will resolve. We find a Familiar, which is kind of sick. Let's go Tower. Make white. They're like, Sunscape Familiar. That doesn't make any sense. Make green here. Then we can crop this Mine for a tower. And now I can play Impulse into Weatherstorm. Grab the tower. Love it. Let's go blue. Cast Impulse. We'll take... Maybe just the Teachings. Take the Teachings. Make green. And cast Weather. So we survived right at 2 life. I basically need to Teachings for Prohibit and then Rolling Thunder them. Could also Teachings for... They're going to snap my Mole Drifter, which is okay. I can block the Moon Circuit Hacker. They're getting in. I'll block. They have 4 cards in hand. They didn't get a draw from that. they have to have counterspell for the Drifter, which they certainly could have. Then I get teachings for Pulse and Pulse the Drifter. Ephemerate. We ephemerate the Familiar, which doesn't really do anything. Another Familiar. Okay. Come on. We'll use the white mana and play a Fam. You have a spell setter? They discarded one spell setter, so I kind of assume they have another one in hand. Let's go blue. Cast Mulldrifter. Opponent has counterspell. So now we'll go red. Red. And then Rolling Thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I just don't kill this thing, leaving up 2 mana, just in case they have Spell Pierce. And then I could now Teachings, but they could use Spell Pierce at that point, because I can Teachings for 2 mana. Just grab another Teachings. But I think I'd probably wait. Looks like our opponent's going to Spell Stutter. Okay. So they have a Spell Stutter on board. I will Teachings for Teachings. Grab the Teachings. Pass the turn. That's their 4th Spell Stutter. 1. Oh, it was a Snare Master Sprite they discarded before, not a Spell Stutter. So I was confused. Get in for 1. They have 3 cards in hand. They're going to Ninja the Deep Hours. Draw a card. We're going to Teachings for Pulse and Pulse back the Mulldrifter. Then if they have an answer, we can Teachings for Prohibit. Make black. We'll cast Teachings. They have a Dispel. We'll go blue. Teachings. Oh, that's my only counterspell. Okay, whatever. I'll grab the Impulse. Make blue. Cast Impulse. Okay, I just take the Flicker, I guess. Sort of a bummer. So Teachings. And then I guess now I make black. Cast Teachings. Pulse of Marasa. I forgot that I only had 1 counterspell in the deck. We're going to Pulse of Marasa the Mulldrifter. And I think I'm just going to pass. If I find a Mnemonic Wall, then I have infinite mana. Draw my deck. If they go for Snap. Okay, let's go blue. Flicker. Here. Draw a card. I don't know if they're just on a lot of Dispels. They Spell Setter. They must have thought they had a Ninja. That does not work. They didn't have a Ninja. I mean another Fairy. Make blue. Cast the Mulldrifter. Draw 2. We have a Flyer. Play Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Okay, Lorien revealed. So let's go bunch of mana. Make blue. 4. Make another blue. Alright, they scoop. Nice. Yeah, overpowered. That Rolling Thunder came up clutch. My computer's kind of chugging right now with Magic Online. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, we know that we want the Pyroblasts. And then we probably don't need the Moment's Peace whatsoever. And I'm thinking that Pyroblast is probably better than a counterspell. Weather the Storm's a decent thing to have. And that's a kind of an easy swap, so let's keep it like that. Could bring in a second Breath Weapon. Maybe that's better than Rolling Thunder. But I already submitted. This does not look good enough. Nothing going on. No Pyros, no nothing. Our opponent's on the play. They kept 7, so we're looking for a better hand. I'll keep this. We can put back another plant. We're probably going to power plant into... okay. So we found crop rotation. Let's pass the turn. I think we get a blue, just an island, and then we pass an impulse. Then if they counterspell, we can go network terminal crop. They tried to ninja on their attack step. That's not how it works. You need to be an unblocked creature. They get Moon Circuit Hacker. Draws a card up to 6 cards in hand. Leaving open mana, probably for a null. We cycle the Lorien for a regular island. Another tower. Gonna pass the turn. Our opponent's gonna get in. Let's see if they have another ninja. They do. That's good for them. So I get to draw a card again. Going to 8 cards in hand. They're incentivized to play a card out. Plays an island. Let's play Impulse. They Spell Pierce. Okay. Flash in a Brine Barrow for some reason. That's okay. Tower. We play network terminal, go green. I think I will crop rotation the power plant or mine, and then pass the turn. Then I can play out the power plant again and have mnemonic wall. So here our opponent can double ninja. They pick up this, then pick up this. Or pick up this ninja, then pick up this with the other ninja for double ninja time. That's their plan. We're going to draw a bunch of cards. I had to leave the blue in play because I didn't have other good colored sources. Okay, they still have 2 mana, so they could counterspell. Let's play the power plant and mnemonic wall, trying to get back the Lorien Revealed. Also, I guess the impulse is good. We should maybe get back the impulse right now if they let me resolve this. So then I could just cast it. They have counterspell. I think I'm dead. Let's go to the next game. We have nothing in hand, nothing going on. We were drawing lands, so good scoop. Good scoop for me. Bring in the breath weapon, another breath weapon, cutting the rolling thunder. And then I think I'm going to maybe I just cut the ephemerate because it's pretty expensive or pretty easy to get spell stuttered. Let's do that. Submit. All right, we're on the play. We're looking for a turn 3 Tron. Just a bunch of pyros and no lands. Okay, this is a keep, I guess. So we're getting rid of the teachings. And then we'll go land, pass the turn. Our opponent does nothing. We cycle and grab an island. Play my island and yield until the next end step because they might flash in a Brine Barrow. There we go. Let's impulse. I'll take power plant. Brine Barrow resolves. They get in for 1. Let's see if they play a ninja. They do. Okay. So if Energy Refractor resolves, we're in a really good spot. If it doesn't, we're not. We have to... I guess I'm just going to cycle this or the red land. Maybe the green one. We'll get the Volatile Fjord. Pass the turn. Okay. Our opponent is my turn 2, and they're way ahead. Or turn 3. Their turn 2. They've got 3 power on the board now. I would kill for a scatter shot here. They get in. Only 1 fairy on the table. So Energy Refractor could just resolve. But we are looking for tower. That's our way to bully through them. Second main phase. Plays a Relic of Progenitus. Okay. Power plant. I'll play Energy Refractor. See if they want to use a counter spell. They did not. Okay, that's good. I can try to sneak in a crop rotation somewhere. We just play another Refractor right now. I'll just play another Refractor. They could Spell Pierce it. It's like not that important. Draw another card. Network Terminal. They're going to get rid of a card from my graveyard. So they got rid of the Lorien. They're flashing in a Spell Stutter. Feeling pretty good over there, I guess. Gets rid of Impulse. They have 4 damage on the table. Plays another land of 1 mind. That makes sense because they had humans and non-humans. They needed to get the fairy into play so they could cast the of 1 mind. Getting in more. See if they ninja. They did not have a ninja. We go to 11. Need some Pyroblasts over here. Discards an island. That's definitely a sign of strength. Power plant. Let's go land. Play the network terminal. Okay. Wonder if I should just be holding. They're getting in. 4 damage again. We can loot. We can discard the Energy Refractor with a loot off the network terminal. It's draw a card and discard a card. Or I can try casting the breath weapon right now. It discards Snare Master Sprite. Exiles my Lorien. Cast Miscreant. I'm going to respond by trying to breath weapon them. They have a Dispel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can try just going crop rotation. And then they use Spell Stutter. And we use Teachings or Pyroblast. Primewood Falls. Green. Crop. Okay, they just let that resolve. Guess I cast Teachings now then. If they have double ninja in hand, then they can deal me 7 damage and kill me. They're going to counterspell the Teachings. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I can cast the teachings again. Just grab teachings again. And we'll see what happens. They might just kill me. They get in 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. We're once again at 2. This is a repeat of game 1, but we lost game 2. They use the relic. Gets rid of crop. We have another crop rotation. So let's make green and crop rotation this island. Grabbing a tower. Cast energy. Well, yeah, cast energy refractor. Draw a card. We found the weather storm. Okay. Let's teachings. A counterspell. Okay. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so I can't use the mystical teachings from the graveyard. So I'll just go green, weather, gain a bunch of life. They crack the relic. We're at 17, no cards in hand. Our opponent's at 5 cards in hand, at 20 life. They've got only 9 minutes left on clock, moving pretty slow. Gets in for 5. We'll go to 12. We don't have very much time. Right now they have 3 for spell stutter mana, I guess. That's one way to put it. Like, they can counter a 3-drop with their spell stutter. Of 1 mind for the opponent, drawing more cards, 5 cards in hand still, after making a land drop. Another crop rotation. Is there anything I want to crop for? No, I probably just want to discard the crop. Discard the crop rotation. We found a drifter. Hopefully this resolves. Yay, Drifter Reno is on board. Another drifter. Okay. Blue. They probably aren't playing Force Spike. We drew into a Pyro. So this has been a pretty big swing this turn. Got 2 more cards. We find Wall and Impulse. All right. Feel a lot more confident. I'll probably not block the hacker here. Just block here and here. They play another relic. So they can relic away the crop. They decide they want to get in with everything. So I'll block the 2 fairies. Or I block here and block here. Yeah, this happened to me before. I want to block the Brine Barrow because if they ninja the Brine Barrow, they can give this thing -2/-0, and then their spell stutter won't die. They have ninja the Deep Hours, it looks like. Oh no, they snap their Brine Barrow so that they can keep their spell stutter alive. Okay. So that means that they get in for 3 and they loot. What do I want to do? I really want to resolve the Mnemonic Wall, grabbing the weather. Okay, finally go to damage. What will they discard with their Moon Circuit Hacker? They discarded a Ninja the Deep Hours. Wow. That is a surprise. Casting an Of One Mind. So they only have 2 mana available. Alright, let's start with the Sunscape. Doink. We can wall. Do I want a wall for weather or wall for impulse? I'm gonna play the wall. They go counterspell, which means I can use my Pyroblast and get back the Pyroblast. So counter your counter, and we will wall back the Pyro. They use their relic on the crop rotation, that's fine. We wall on the Pyroblast, and then make a blue, cast Impulse. We find Pyro, Pulse, and Sunscape. So I think I just take the Pyro, and we'll pass the turn. When they use the relic, I'll get rid of the Impulse over the Weather Storm, I think. They play a land. Gets rid of my Impulse from the relic. 4 cards in hand. Plays Fairy Seer. Okay. They go bottom, bottom on the scry. 3 cards in hand now. I guess I only have the 1 flicker, huh? So I have to get them to use their relic somehow else. So we're gonna just go ahead and loot. Discard this tower. Play the cave. Make a 4/4 Mole Drifter. And we'll attack in. Alright, they're taking it. They got a 16. I need Pulsimer also. But we have tower to get eaten by the relic. And the looting will help fill the graveyard for relics. The most important card to block is a Spellstutter Sprite. They attack with their ground creatures. Fine. And Seer and Miscreant. And Spellstutter. Okay. We have double Pyro. Our opponent's very closely... They're in a lot of danger of timing out. Block, block, and block. So we'll go to 7 here, which is fine. They ninja... Okay. I'm going to Pyroblast the Ninja. They might have a second ninja in hand, which would stink. And they have a spell setter. I'm gonna pyroblast the spell setter. And they have a third spell setter. Fine. So we're back on defense, I guess. We're taking 3 damage. They have 4 flying blockers, or flying attackers, and 3 attackers on the ground. We're taking some damage every turn, probably. Cracks the relic. Let's cycle this refractor and draw a card. We find Ghostly Flicker. Okay. That doesn't do it yet. I think I'm going to attack. They're taking it. Let's make a blue. Flicker here. If I find a Sunscape Familiar, I have infinite mana. Draw 2 cards. Get back the Flicker. Network Terminal. Let's Impulse for the Familiar. Find Breath Weapon. Do I want to Breath Weapon them? I guess I should take that. Maybe I just take the Mole Drifter. I'm just going to take the Mole Drifter. Let's make a blue. Flicker here. And get back to Flicker. Draw 2. Found the Breath Weapon anyway. And they said my draw is very strong. That's what I was saying. I'm just going to Network Terminal. And then just blast their board. That's the Breath Weapon. They play the Fairy Seer. Another Fairy Seer. So we've seen 2... How many spell setters? 3. So they could have 1 more spell setter and now counter my Flicker. So I have to go for the Mole Drifter and the Lorien Revealed. There's a wall. Alright, I will play the wall to get back the Breath Weapon. Cast Breath Weapon. They've got the Spell Setter Sprite. Okay. So now we Flicker. Get back Breath Weapon. Get back Flicker. Make red. Cast the Breath Weapon. Okay. Pass. That was sweet. My opponent is pretty behind. GG, they say. GG, opponent. We'll see you in the next round, I guess. They give my creature -2/-0. They're still playing on. Okay, they've conceded. Sweet. On to round 3. Okay, I like this hand a lot. Round 3. We've got Rimewood Falls, Mine. We can Impulse. We've got Crop Rotation, Refractor. We have the Moments Piece. We're hoping not to play against fairies again. My opponent said they appreciate the videos. Thank you, opponent, very much. Irenicus MFS. Rakdos Carnarium on turn 2. I don't know what that means. Let's play Mine and pass. We're looking to Impulse and find Tron. 3 mana. Is it like Goblin Combo? We would have to save the crop for a Bajuka Bog. Okay, it is not Goblin Combo. It's Rakdos Burn. Well, they're an Epicure. We're going to Impulse. Finding Power Plant. Then we're going to untap. Play land. Green. Drop this. Grab the tower. Okay, tower selected. Play the Refractor. Draw a card. Find Weather the Storm. Should I just gain 9 life now or pass? I think I pass. We probably can get a better Weather the Storm turn. They grab the prize playing the Kitchen Imp. And I think I'm going to Breath Weapon. So Kitchen Imp enters the battlefield. We're just going to yield until attacks. Opponent has only 2 creatures on board, but Breath Weapon being a sweeper here is pretty good. Make red, and then Breath. Kill your stuff. Pass. Okay, so now we have Drifter, Flicker, Drifter, right? This is actually 8 mana to do that. We can try to Impulse into a land. Cast Impulse. Find a Power Plant, or the, yeah, I think I just take the Power Plant. Play the plant, 6 mana, make a blue, and then Mole Drifter. Nice. Now we have a Familiar, so that makes the Drifter, Flicker, Drifter line possible. They have 3 mana. Grab the prize again, discarding Sneaky Snacker. We're at 13. They play Razor Trap Gorge. Kills the Mole Drifter. I'll play Familiar. This has got to be confusing. We'll evoke a Mole Drifter. Draw 2 cards, and then we can Flicker Drifter in the tower. It's going to be mana neutral. Make blue. Flicker here. And then, let's see. Now we have 2 mana We play the cave, go blue, cast Impulse. I'll take the familiar, and then make green, and cast Weather. Feel like I'm zooming. That was sweet. When you take big mana and you add cost reduction, that gets really cool. I think that before this deck was suffering because I didn't have enough card draw, and I think that Lorien Reveal kind of fixes that. A little bit concerned about not having enough counter spells in the main deck though. So they've got a Fiery Temper, Alms of the Vein here. Do they go face? Well, Alms of the Vein has to go face. And they tap for red, and they can kill my familiar or the Mole Drifter. I'll probably just Pulse of Marasa back the Mole Drifter from the graveyard. They're getting in. No blocks. So let's Seagate on green. We'll go white. Play familiar. Make blue. Cast another Drifter. We find a crop rotation. So we can go green, crop away this Seagate for a tower, and attack. I can also Pulse of Marasa back the familiar. If I find, if I find Mnemonic Wall at this point, I have the infinite. Trespasser's Curse is annoying. Okay. Bummer. They get in for 2. So we're gonna have to Rolling Thunder them and hope that we can move through the curse with the Rolling Thunder. Curse in the main deck. Go green. I will Pulse of Marasa the Mole Drifter and just add to the table. We're at 27. Another familiar. So let's play the fam. Familiar. We're gonna go to 26. I'm just gonna yield to this at this point. Make blue. I don't have a way to get that off the table. Cast the Drifter. I can't make infinite mana through this curse though. Okay, we find the wall. Let's go Network Terminal. Just more colored sources on the table. And then what do we do? Blue. Cast the wall. And get back to Flicker. Because now I can Flicker for 1 mana. And we go to 23. Swing in. So we can basically like use the cave and then try to, and then ephemerate the wall for pulse back the cave the Mole Drifter over and over and make big creatures, and then just eventually beat them down. Our opponent has a Fiery Temper. What are you going to go after? The wall? Okay, sure. It's an 0/4 though. You need a second burn spell. They have a second burn spell. Luckily for me, I'm just going to Flicker and draw some cards. Not really concerned about the Trespasser's Curse just yet. We win! Sweet! On a roll. So Weather the Storm's good. Moment's Peace not very good. We have no way of dealing with the curse. So that's a problem. Breath Weapon as a singleton seems good. Prohibit maybe is good. And then Hydroblast. Maybe Prohibit is not as good as just Hydroblast. Well, actually, I'll go Hydro Prohibit because Counterspell is kind of costly. And then, do we want the Grudge? So my opponent said that they only scooped. It was sort of a shame scoop because they didn't realize that I was going to be able to Flicker it there because of the familiars on the board being so confusing and non-standard. Sort of familiars week over here for me. So I have Hydro Prohibit, Impulses, Double Weather. No way to get off that thing, but we can just Rolling Thunder them and then get it back. I probably need the Grudge. Maybe just like is a Prohibit good? What does a Prohibit counter? Counters their curse. But the curse didn't matter that much. So I'll go just double Hydro here. Yeah, we'll do that. I suppose if I'm willing to play a long game, I don't need the Rolling Thunder. And I could just have 3 Hydroblast. So maybe if we go to game 3, that'll be the case. We have no mana, mulligan. Not a great hand. I think I mulligan again. This is pretty poor as well. So we get rid of Teachings and the wall. So we're gonna go Seagate on green, turn 2 we have Cave into Impulse. Okay, so Seagate on green, and then we can play Impulse for land, evoke the Mole Drifter, pulse back the Mole Drifter. They play a mountain. I wonder if they took the enchantments out. Plays Epicure. And another Epicure. So we're already at 18. Play the cave. Pass. Our opponent's getting in for 2. We'll go to 16. They play Jagged Barrens, putting him into 15. And Trespasser's Curse. We'll Impulse, trying to find lands. Take the Power Plant. And put the things on the bottom. Play the Power Plant. We will just evoke the Drifter right away. That does cost us a life, but I'm just going to pulse it right back. Okay, Drifter down. They play Grab the Prize with a Kitchen Imp. That's pretty scary. I guess my best draw here is maybe Crop Rotation. We're taking 4. We go to 8. I could try to spike a crop. Let's play the tower and just pulse this back. That's the turn. We're at 14. They discard a Snacker. Okay, so I think I want to be more on board wipes. And then we can get rid of the... I guess I do like the Hydros. They get back the Snacker. I do definitely need the board wipes because their repeated damage is what's going to kill me. We go to 10. They grab the prize, discarding another Snacker. Plays a Mountain. Nile Spellbomb. So we could wall the Pulse right now. I'm just going to Impulse. Find the Mine. Any order. So we can play the Mine now. Then I can Muldrifter. I think I'm just dead. I'm just going to go to the next game. So we are taking out the Rolling Thunder. Bringing in the Breath Weapon. Maybe just 2 Breath Weapons. We can just take out the Ephemerate. Or bring in the Hydra, or keep the Prohibit. I feel like I need to cut some top end stuff. But now that's 2 cards I need to take out. Let's just trim the Ephemerate. We have to not get the Ghostly Flicker killed, of course. But maybe I can still win. I'm on the play. And I don't have a good hand. I'm going to mulligan. Too many 5-drops. Okay, this is maybe fine. I'll keep it. Put back the wall. Lead on island. So now I can counter some red... some red spell with a Hydroblast. Like if they loot right now. Power Plant. Pass the turn. One has Jagged Barrens. Okay, no looting. I'll play the tower and draw a card. What do we draw? Bajuka Bog. So that might work into their sneaky snackers and lootings and stuff. So if they go for the grab the prize right now, they're just playing a Jagged Barrens. Plays Nile Spellbomb. They're not doing anything. Are they on Pyroblast? Play this Volatile Fjord out. We can play out the Sunscape Familiar and have the Hydroblast next turn. Faithless Looting. I'm going to counter. Play Mountain. Another Looting. That's scary. But we can get rid of the lootings with the Bog. Interesting. They discarded lands. Alright, I'll Bog you. And then play Familiar. Pass the turn. Let's see if they kill the Familiar. Maybe just slam the Muldrifter. They bolt the Familiar. It's not like the end of the world if I lose my Familiar. I think they were relying on that Faithless Looting. Okay, we find the Mine. Oops. It's pretty good. Play the Mine out. Go make white. And then play the Familiar. Play the Wall. Try to get the Hydroblast. See if they want to crack the Spellbomb. They have a Pyro. Okay. That's somewhat expected, I guess. But now I feel like it's going to be very difficult for me to win. I have to like have Pulse in hand, kill the Spellbomb, and then get back to Mnemonic Wall with the Pulse, like with all that going on. They're going to grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper to kill the Familiar. Okay, we're still at 18 though. And they have 4 cards in hand. They have another Pyro, it's going to be bad. Muldrifter. Dang. I had the Pyro. Should not have 6 though. I already have 6. They just pass again. And Mnemonic Wall. Try to get back the Hydro. Okay. So they are... I guess I'm holding the cave. It's going to not let me get back my Hydroblast. We're down to 2 walls in the deck. 2 fams left. We got a 14 off of Vampire's Kiss, and now they can use the blood token, discarding a snacker. They could discard another card with the blood token and get the snacker back. Oh my god. Well, that stinks. They'd had too many pyros for me to deal with. We haven't drawn any card draw other than the one Muldrifter, which we got killed. Gets in for 2. And I guess one card we drew off the Energy Refractor. Teachings. So I can Teachings. Oops. Teachings. Grabbing the Breath Weapon or the Flicker. I think I'm just going to grab the Breath Weapon. Or I can, if I Teachings for Teachings, I can then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't Teachings for the Breath Weapon. Teachings. I can Teachings for Teachings, Teachings for Weather. Weather? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, Weather. Okay, Teachings for Teachings. Play the Cave. Teachings. Get the Weather. Green. Gain 9. They get in for 4. Okay. What am I going to do? They have an Epicure. They pick up their Pingland with the Carnarium. 4 cards in hand. They could have a Bolt. Muldrifter is pretty nice. We'll cast the Drifter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still can cast Teachings as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I think I am going to just jam this Lorien Revealed. Draw. Hopefully I find a tower. Okay, we find Breath Weapon, Ancient Grudge. I pass a turn. We are kind of low on lands. Like, what's the deal? We haven't drawn any lands. Because that's fine. We have some in play. So I can block here and here, or just block the Epicure. I'm concerned that they're going to be able to wreck me. They have a Fiery Temper to take out the Muldrifter, I guess. Okay, so we have Teachings for Pulse Marasa. Yep, and we can pulse back the Muldrifter. They Jagged Barons me. Plays Trespasser's Curse. Yep. Gets in for 5. I'll take it. Another Muldrifter. Let's cast the Muldrifter. I feel like I'm taking a bit of a risk here. We're going to 9. Power Plant. Vampire's Kiss, I go to 7. Okay. We cannot currently Teachings for anything. Teachings, yeah, we don't get there. So I guess I just Breath Weapon. I think I'm dead. They discard a card. I wonder if I should cycle the Lorien Revealed, just to have an untapped land. They discard another card, get the Snacker, but double Snackers back. Okay. Bad news. I'll cycle the Lorien Revealed for an island. We have Crop Rotation. Play Island. Tap the Island. Play the Network Terminal. Make some mana. Cast Mystical Teachings. Grab the Pulse of Marasa. We'll go green. Crop on Crop Rotation this for a tower. Green. But maybe I should just I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Pulse of Marasa on the Muldrifter. Then I guess I pass. I'm gonna go to 9. Pass. I don't know. That didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out of my brain. One attacks for 4. We'll go to 9. Muldrifter puts me to 8. They have 4 cards in hand, so they have to be able to deal me damage with 3 of their cards to win. We have no Galvanics. We have a Lorien Revealed. Cast the Lorien Revealed. We have a Hydroblast. Play the Seagate. Green. Make a green. Crop Rotation the Seagate. Well, maybe Crop Rotation the Island. Grabbing a tower. Teachings. Grabbing the Weather Storm. So I can't cast the Muldrifter. Play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card. And then make green. Weather. Gain 15. I do have Hydroblast available right now. Okay, so now I need my Flicker. I don't know how I win though. I have to keep Pulse of Marasa and making the Muldrifter bigger and attacking with the Muldrifter. Because I took the Rolling Thunder out of the deck. Oh my god. Faithless Looting for the opponent. Okay. They get a Kitchen Imp. They're playing the Imp. This is 6 damage in the air. They attack for 6. Okay. We go to 18. I don't like this. I'm trying hard though. Doot. Cast Mulldrifter. Yep, we take a trigger from the Trespasser's Curse. We draw 2 cards. We're gonna go Cave. Make this bigger. Oh my god, I chose the wrong creature. Wow, I misclicked. I can't believe I did that. Oh my god. Play another network terminal. Land. We're gonna rummage. That was so bad. Discard power plant. Rummage. Discard mine. Cast a Mulldrifter. That was unbelievable. What a dummy. Okay, I found the mnemonic wall. Okay. Pass. Opponent has a Faithless Looting. I feel so silly. And all my life gains in the graveyard. They find more Kitchen Imps. Blah. So now we'll go to 8. We're going to double block the 4/4 Kitchen Imp because I'm feeling not very smart. Yep. Take 8 damage. I can't believe I misclicked there. That was unreasonable. Oh my goodness. Do you have 8 damage in hand? They bolt a Mulldrifter. Okay, that makes sense. Make white. Play Familiar. Oh, we go to 7. That's bad. And then we are going to Breath Weapon. Play the Wall. So 5 mana. Make blue. Play the Wall. We go to 6. Get back the Pulse of Marasa. Make green. Pulse of Marasa on the Mulldrifter. Blue. Cast the Mulldrifter. We'll go to 11. This is so ridiculous. Opponent's at 30. I'll play out the network terminal. Play the mine. Pass the turn, I guess. This is so bad. Oh, geez. Do they have any lootings left? No. I'm going to take the 4. Go to 7. And I'm going to just loot once. I guess I can loot twice. I need an Impulse. Found an Impulse. Blue. Finding a Breath Weapon doesn't help. Crop Rotation doesn't help. So I guess I take the Breath. Because next turn we can block and Breath Weapon. Impulse here. I'm trying to find the Flicker. There's the Flicker. Okay, so now we go blue. Flicker here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna deck. Get back Pulse, get back Flicker. Fine. They have a Fiery Temper. Okay. Well, if I hadn't grown your creature, maybe I could have had it. Hydroblast your spell? Hydro? Are you kidding me? I misclicked again. Sad. GG. That was a comedy of errors. Do not do what I did. We'll see you in round 4. Round 4. Reverse Luffy. Alright, keep. Play the island so they don't know what I'm on. I guess I could play tower, because I might spike a mine. I might spike double Tron land. They go bridge. Ooh, there we go. Refractor, draw a card. So in my sideboard, I have nothing that can really deal with this, just the Ancient Grudge. There's a Refurb, because why not? We'll discard the land, and we found Tron off the top. That's a really hilarious. Oh, and actually I can just play the Mulldrifter. Nice. Cast a Drifterino. Draw 2. Pass. So I guess my plan is to try to go infinite here. Mirror Enforcer for the opponent. It gets in for 2. Okay. Let's play the Refractor first. Draw a card. Finding a Crop Rotation. I'll go ahead and attack. Pass the turn. Then I'll just yield until blocks, and I will probably just Moment's Peace. They Thoughtcast. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. Gets in for 6. We'll make green. Cast Moment's Peace, and then yield until the end step. Okay, we'll go Impulse. Trying to find more card draw or the Familiar. Fractor, Terminal. think I'm just going to take the mine. It's a strange thing to be doing, but I just need lands. Find another Moment's Peace. Let's start with the Impulse again. On the Rolling Thunder. I think I'll take that. Play the mine. We'll get in. Then I think I let them go. They're attacking for 6. Okay. Let's make green and Moment's Peace. Now at the end step we can crop and then Teachings. The Reckoner's Bargain Ichor Wellspring going to 18. What do I want a Teachings for? Plays another Wellspring. Mirror Enforcer. We'll go green. Crop rotation this. I guess I had Teachings for the counterspell. Get the tower. Make blue. Oh, it's just probably Teachings for Teachings. Value Teachings. Grab the Teachings. Find the Familiar. Go ahead and attack. Play the fam. There we go. Familiar. Your turn. You're at 16. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Need more mana. Opponent's getting in. I will Teachings. Moment's Peace. Then take 0. A Deadly Dispute and Ichor Wellspring. Goes to 9 cards in hand. We're almost out of fogs. Plays a Mirror Enforcer. Card Clan Shaman. Okay. So that could indicate that they have the Oxen combo. Let's Teachings again. I'm going to get the counterspell. I don't know what I want to get. Maybe the Ghostly Flicker? Good Flicker. Let's see if we can get there. Find Impulse. Blue. We Impulse. Finding a tower or Lorien. Take the tower. Play the tower. Get in for 2. Now our opponent could go after the Moment's Peace here. Let's play out the Mnemonic Wall. Try to get the piece. Okay, that resolved. They're getting in for a lot. We can just Moment's Peace again. We're at 18. When it's at 12, a little bit worried about a Reckoner's Bargain. They go Refurbished. So I think at this point I'm going to just try to flicker here. Pass down the Mulldrifter. That stinks. Galvanic Blast. Okay. The value. Stupid Affinity. Affinity is a very powerful deck. They can do anything they want to do. This Card Clan Shaman's going to kill me. I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need 16, 17, 9, 10. I can only deal 10. I'll just concede. Affinity is the worst. Trying to be less, complainy. But it can just play everything, all the good stuff. Before that, it was Tron, because the Tron mana allowed you to play all the good stuff. But now you don't have to do clunky things, you can just do good things. You have to bring in the Ancient Grudge. And the Hydroblasts. Get rid of the Counterspell and Breath Weapon. What else can I take out? I need the Rolling Thunder to win the game, probably. Maybe not. What happens if I take out the Moment's Pieces? Then I just try to combo through them. So I bring in Prohibit Hydroblast. And then that might work. I don't think it's going to work. It could work. Maybe we need another Weather then. We're on the play. I had such a sick hand. Let's keep this. We have Tron on turn 3. So pass the turn. They play a Bridge. Find a Mine. So we have all sorts of Tron mana. Pass the turn. Guess now I can discard the Crop Rotation. They Refurbished. Because always they have the Refurbished in hand. It's important. We're going to... Here, this is kind of neat because we can play out the Familiar. And then we have Impulse. And a second Impulse. I'll take the Mulldrifter. I just am trying to find cards that draw cards. Impulse again. And here I will take... I take second Mulldrifter. Because it costs 5 mana. Or I take the Prohibit. I think I'm taking the second Mulldrifter. What the Mulldrifter Prohibit. Okay, your turn. Plays another Refurb. Discard this Cave. Okay, so this cost me 4, 3 and 1, so 5 mana. Found an Ancient Grudge, nice. Let's just Grudge your Furnace. They didn't do anything. Alright, we'll go blue. and cast Mulldrifter. Okay. So I guess I trade with the refurb, keep my life total high, and the artifact in play low. They play Mirror Enforcer. So trading with the refurb is, I guess, still fine. Let's start with a Mulldrifter here. Draw 2 cards. You can play Network Terminal, and then kill your Mirror Enforcer. Play a Power Plant. Pass the turn. I feel like I need multiple of the Ancient Grudges if I'm going to get through this. You play Blood Fountain, Deadly Dispute the treasure token, which means that they can now play another Enforcer. Come on, Luffy, you're too good. You're too good. Make blue. My expectation is they have Pyro right now. So if that's the case, maybe I should try to draw into something. Don't have anything. Cast Lorien. Praise. Oh. I didn't need all that mana tapped. They didn't have it. I'm surprised. Okay. We'll go blue. And then another blue. Draw another 3 cards then. Pass. What do I block? A Thoughtcast. I think I blocked the refurb. Play an Ichor Wellspring. Getting in. Block refurb. Taking 4, going to 10. Another familiar. Okay. Play the familiar. We will try to rummage or loot into something to help me out. Discard this. Whatever. Discard the Fjord. Play mine. And then make blue. Cast the Mulldrifter. They could have up to 2 pyros here. We can Teachings for a counterspell though. There's 1 pyro, I guess. Blue. Cast the Mystical Teachings. And then I'll get the Hydroblast. Attempt to counter your counter. Okay. Mulldrifter resolves. Pass the turn. I think I have to block and then Teachings for Teachings and then Teachings for Pulse of Marasa and Pulse of Marasa the Mulldrifter. I'm like close to comboing, but I don't know what if they are going to be able to stop me. I have to block here or I will die to double Galvanic. That is currently in my opponent's hand. My turn. We find the wall. So I can wall for Hydro. Blue. Play the Mnemonic Wall. Get the Hydroblast. Okay, we comboed. Alright, so now I just have to execute. So we need to go black. And then Teachings. Get the Flicker. Maybe I should Teachings for Teachings and then Teachings for Flicker. Then I can Teachings again if I need to find Prohibit. Get the Teachings. Blue. Teachings. Flicker. Blue. Let's see if they have double interaction. Flicker my land. That's +1 colorless mana. They have a cast down. Okay. That's annoying. Black. Get Teachings. And get Prohibit. Because now they're tapped out because they had to tap the 2 mana for the cast down. Luckily, I still have the Prohibit in the deck. Oh, man. Never mind. I thought I had 1 mana left over from that. Ugh. Bummer. Bummer town. Population me. Pass the turn. They have a Reckoner's Bargain. So if I get another Mnemonic Wall, I could win because I have double protection now. I'm not going to block this time. I have multiple ways. I have multiple ways to answer that second Hydra or Galvanic. Another Enforcer in hand from the opponent. They're cruising for me, crushing me. As expected. Galvanic on the familiar. I have to Hydroblast it. Counter. And then they have double Galvanic in hand, so I triple Galvanic. Plays Nile Spellbomb. Okay, so I just never had a chance. GG. I think that it's just absurd that this is still illegal. I'm just over here trying to do silly things and never stood a chance. So we're 2-2. Let's try to get a 5th match. Round 5. Let's get that 3-2. Come on. All right, my opponent played me into the ground last match. Let's keep this one. We have the green mana for the crop rotation. We can Volatile Fjord on turn 2. So Tron Control. Not a very highly played thing in the metagame at this moment. People are probably confused as to what I'm doing. Mountain. So they're on burn. Okay. I think I play the plant and then I'm just gonna crop right now. Get the mine. Next turn I have 3 mana. I have 7 mana, so I can play Network Terminal. So mine needed. Pass the turn. We'll go Network Terminal into Moldrifter, which is one bonus of having this 3-drop artifact. I've been 1-0 on my thing the whole time. Let's change it to 2-2 here, huh? Okay. 2-2. They find Percussionist and the Festivities. Play Terminal. Blue. Play the Drifter out. Turn 3 Drifter is always nice. They play a Mountain. They end the Festivities. And play a Clockwork. And I guess they have a second end the Festivities. They have a Lava Dart. Okay. Gets in. Play a Refractor. Draw a card. I suppose we could have cropped the power plant for a tower like right there to maximize the draws. Familiar. Let's go white. Play the Familiar. We're gonna just tap and discard. Discard this Fjord. We have a Rolling Thunder. So I can play the tower but not really get anywhere. Pass. I didn't really want to just use the wall to get back the crop rotation. I didn't think it was very useful, given that we have crop in hand already. Synthesizer for the opponent. We can Rolling Thunder their board, which is nice. Plays a Mountain. That was from the exile from the Synthesizer. Chain Lightning, I can't pay. Getting in for 2. Chain Lightning, I can't pay. Let's try another Refractor. So I guess I Bajuka Bog them so that they can't like use the Lava Dart. And then make blue. And then wall back the crop. Then we'll crop the bog for a tower. And I guess I'm passing. They might have another Chain Lightning, and in that case I want to be able to get them. Let's see, we have 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. It's not a ton. Getting in for 1, or 2, but I'm blocking 1. We go to 9. They have 3 cards in hand, so they probably have it. Chain Lightning, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'll take the 3. Chain Lightning again, or Lightning Bolt. So I have to somehow find a weather here off the top. Didn't. Oh god. Okay. Cannot compete with the good decks, I guess. Oh, brutal. So I want the Weather the Storm. I want the Breath Weapon. Don't need the Rolling Thunder. We do have to have a win condition. We cut the Moment's Pieces for the Hydroblasts. And then we cut the Ephemerate. And then what else? Counterspell. 1 card left. I guess we just trim a Teachings. Submit. I want to defeat 1 opponent. Here we go. On the play. We have lots of good stuff here. I could lead on. I'm just gonna go mine Power Plant, Energy Refractor. Because if we find Tower, we're golden again. Not really golden, but drawing some cards, doing some things. Opponent mulligans to 5. Okay, land pass. I think that, I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. I think people want to see new and different decks being played. And then let me know if I'm wrong. I don't think that those decks are that very viable right now. Okay, they play a Great Furnace. Their thing's a 2/2. I did find the tower, which is nice. They cast into the fire my Refractor, but little do they know I have a bajillion of those. We can get the Sunscape Familiar out to make them use their mana. Tower, Refractor, draw a card. Let's draw a card again. And then play out the Familiar. Next turn we can go Terminal into Lorien Revealed off of the island and the Terminal mana. They play Synthesizer, finding an Epicure. Plays the Epicure. Are they going to kill my Familiar? Easy. Had it the whole time. Alright, I'll play Network Terminal, land, blue. We'll draw some cards. Multiple Moldrifters. Okay. I need Breath Weapon and Weather Storm and Lightning Bolts. I mean, Hydroblast and stuff. They've got a Bushwhacker, so that's 7 damage. We'll go to 8. Okay. They're doing the thing. We have a Pulse Marasa. That's pretty good. Green. Pulse Marasa on Familiar. That's huge. And then let's just cast the Mole Drifter and try to trade with one of their creatures, or at least block a creature. If I find a Tron land off the top, then I can cast a Familiar 2 here. I did. Sweet. All right. It seems like I'm doing okay. Just having that natural Tron multiple times was pretty good. Not gonna lie. We're at 14. Our opponent has a Kuldotha into a Great Furnace. Let's see if they have yet another Bushwhacker. Tomb Raider, not a Bushwhacker. So we will block and block. Kill the Tomb Raider. We go to 11. I could go Evoke Drifter, Flicker Drifter. I'm going to try that. Let's evoke the Drifter. If I find, they're at 0 cards in hand, so if I can find a Familiar, I have the win. Just draw my deck. After a lot of clicking. We have Breath Weapon. Okay. I think I'm going to just let the Mole Drifter die. Go red, Breath Weapon. Seagate on green. But it's okay because we're just going to crop this island into a tower. And then we can now, because of the cost reduction, tap for just 5 mana and wall back the Pulse Marasa and pass the turn. I think we win. We did. Yay. We're 1-1. Okay. I got this. 60% win rate. Come on. Better than Poison Storm, maybe? Let's do it. Okay. So this hand looks pretty solid. It's slow, but I'm going to keep. We can go Seagate on green and have Weather Storm up on turn 2, or play the Volatile Fjord on turn 2 in order to have Breath Weapon on my turn 3, but we could already be dead. I think we lead on Seagate in case we draw an untapped land. Well, the other option is to go Volatile Fjord and cycle the Lorien Revealed for an island. And then we can... No, that doesn't work because we have to use our mana to cycle the island, and then we can't play the Refractor. We play a Tomb Raider. But can't attack this turn, which is good. We have a Hydroblast, so let's play the green and pass. Mountain for the opponent. Flame Breather. Okay, gets in for 1. I'm gonna play Fjord and Hydroblast the Flame Breather, because that thing doesn't die to the Breath Weapon. It's representing a ton of damage. Pew. Okay. They play Synthesizer. They have a 2/2 now. Finds a Chain Lightning. Can't do anything about that. Okay, so we'll take 2. We have Crop Rotation. I'll play Tower into Refractor. I have the Hydroblast in hand, so I'm feeling safe-ish. See if I can find a Tron land, and I can have everything going on for me. Another Refractor. It's not exactly what I was hoping. They have 3 cards in hand. We're currently at 14. They play a Percussionist. I wonder if I should just Hydroblast that. I think I'm going to Hydroblast it. Because when I Breath Weapon, that's going to get them value. It also turns on... No, they're not on Metalcraft yet. Okay, we take 2. I'm going to risk it with this Impulse. Can I find a Tron land? I did. Take the Mine. Any order. We play the Mine. Then we crop. Cropping here. Okay. Storm is 2. So if I weather the storm now, I gain 9. And they're incentivized to go wide. And then I can just untap and Breath Weapon them. Okay, that's my plan. Green, tap, weather, A9, pass. So since we're tapped out, they're probably likely to crack the Synthesizer and do stuff. They've got a 2/2, plays another 2/2. Okay. We have 8 mana. We have to save. We can only work with this mana here. Cast into the fire my Refractor. Okay, mean. Let's play another one. Got him. Make blue. And then just draw 3 cards. I love the Lorien Revealed in this deck. It's really awesome. Okay, so I didn't really get anywhere. I can play the familiar. I have the breath weapon going, but I'm tapped out again. So I have to survive. And it would be better if my energy refractor could stick around. I think that's okay. We have 2 left in the deck. They get in for 4. All right, we're at 13. Cracks the synthesizer, finding a Kuldotha, which they can't cast right now. And now my breath weapon is going to be big. Breath weapon. I'm going to start out by playing out the familiar. I'm going to hang on to everything else. Then planning on next turn, Drifter, Flicker, Drifter. Our opponent's Tomb Raiders are only 1/2s now because they sacrificed the synthesizer. What's their last card? Looks like they want to use it. Chain Lightning. I'm going to... let's just Hydro Blast. Oink. And then cast the breath weapon. Oh, we win. Haha, yeah. Got a chest, got our money back. I love it. This was a fun experiment. I actually think that Tron could be pretty good, and I think we've kind of figured out what the mana base should be. So let's go back to the deck. Here's my Lorien, my version of the deck, where I think this 4 Lorien revealed, and then the Network Terminal Refractor and the crop rotations, that worked out so well. So we can cut these familiars in for more tech pieces, more like win conditioning ways to just continue to stay in the game, and then maybe actually have a way to play against the metagame. I don't know how you would win against Affinity specifically. I've been told that the enchantment that can lock them out could be pretty good. Ristic Circle. But the biggest problem I had was actually like closing the game. So I was considering things like Murmuring Mystic, Lightning Bolt. Actually, Murmuring Mystic is very, very good against Affinity, so that is something that might be worth it. So maybe next time you'll see me play this deck. I tried playing it before and completely timed out, so I was a little unhappy, but we'll try it again. Hopefully you stuck around, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody.